Good day, viewers. Welcome to Soluble Tutors. This is a channel that deals with mathematics, physics, and chemistry. So, right now, we'll be discussing about quadratic equation. Generally, there are three methods of solving quadratic equation. You can use the method of substitution method, you can use elimination method, and you can use completing the square method. But generally, using completing the square method, there is an equation that can be gotten from it, and that equation can be used. Some people call it almighty formula, but no, it is just quadratic root equation. So how do we get quadratic root equation from this? This is the format of how a quadratic equation is. A stands for a constant, which can be 1, 2, or 3. B stands for another constant, which can be 1, 2, or 3, up to 10, any number. C stands for another constant. So let's now use completing the square method to solve this general quadratic equation. And after solving that, we now have the idea of how to use it to solve other equations. Let's get started now. Now, when you have this, what do? You divide through by A. You divide through by A. The first thing is to move this C to this side. It is plus C. When it comes to this side, it becomes minus C. So it means we have ax squared plus bx is equal to minus C. Okay? Now, from there, we can now divide through by A so that this x squared can stand alone. So it means we have ax squared plus bx is equal to C. Divide this by A, divide by A, and also divided by A. It means this A cancels this A. So we are left with x squared plus bx over A is equal to minus C over A. Now, the completing the square method can now be used for this now. How do we go about the completing the square method? This is what happens. We want to use completing the square method. What we have in the front here is what we call coefficients. We call it coefficient. This is the coefficient of x. Okay? The coefficient of x squared is just 1, the invisible one in front of here. So what do we do now? We add half of the coefficient of x and what? And we square it. Let's try that. Coefficient of x is b over a. So we have to find the half and we later square it. Okay, how do we do that? So x squared plus b over ax, we have to add half of this. Half of this means b over a multiplied by 1 over 2. It means b over 2a. That's the meaning. It means b over 2a. So we have to square that. Okay. Is equal to, we have to do the same thing to both sides. What we do here, we do to the other side. And initially we have minus c over a in the other side. So it means minus c over a. So we have to add this also. Adding that, it will be plus b over 2a also squared. So we are doing the same thing to both sides. Alright? So there is a rule that we use here. What is the rule and how do we do it? Very simple. Now, we have to take this and this because we want to combine the squares. So we have to take this and this and this. You take it. Okay, that means you have to have x plus b over 2a. Now everything squared. You can see everything is now square, unlike the single one. Okay. So it will be as if we collapsed this. Actually, if we expand this, we have to get this back. So that's how we do it. Is equal to minus c over a plus, we have to solve this now. So b squared divided by 2 squared is 4. A squared is still a squared. We leave it like that. Now, after that, what do we do now? we have to say this is still remains the square until we solve this. We find the LCM. So it means we say x plus b over 2a all squared is equal to LCM of this, which will be 4a squared. Now, a in 4a squared, it remains 4a. So the 4a, we have to multiply this. It means we have minus 4ac now plus 4a squared to 4a squared, it disappears. That it means 1. So 1 times b squared is still b squared. Okay? So as we have it there, so what next do we do now? We have to make sure that we find the square root of both sides. And in mathematics, finding square root of both sides means you have to introduce plus or minus. That's the rule. You have to introduce plus or minus. How do we go about that? So it means we find square root of both sides, that is x plus b over 2a all squared is equal to, find the square root of this side also. We must introduce plus or minus. Now I want to rearrange this. So it will now be b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. So the square root here cancels square, it cancels each other, so that's disappeared. So what do we have after that? It means we have x plus b over 2a is equal to plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 4a squared. Mind you, the square root also applies to this. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of a squared is a. So you can do that. It means x plus b over 2a is equal to plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac now divided by 2a. We have gotten the square root of 4 and a squared to be this. Now let's move this over to this side. It means x is equal to minus b over 2a. We have plus or minus here. So plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. These are like terms in terms of denominator. This and this are denominators that are like terms. So it means you can bring them together. And bring this together. So we have x is equal to minus b plus or minus into square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This is the equation of the quadratic root. This is quadratic root equation. Some people call it almighty formula, but this is the quadratic root equation. So this can be used to solve any equation directly. But nevertheless, the method in which we use in getting this can also be used to solve an already made equation. So let's try an equation that is already made now. Let's take this as an example of a quadratic equation. As I've said, the first thing we have to do is to divide through by this. After taking this to the other side, what do we now do now? Let's go on. So we have 3x squared minus 10x is equal to minus 8. So this 8 has been taken to the other side. So it becomes minus from plus. So now the next thing is to divide through by coefficient of x, which is 3. Coefficient of x squared, which is 3. So what do we now do? We now say 3x squared minus 10x is equal to minus 8 divided by 3 divided by 3 divided by 3. So this 3 cancels this 3. We are left with x squared minus 10 divided by 3x, okay, is equal to minus 8 divided by 3. Now, The next thing we have to, so what we have to do is that we have to square the half of coefficient of x, which is minus 10 over 3, and add to both sides. That's what we do now. So therefore, we have x squared minus 10 over 3 as usual. We are now to add minus 10 over 3, half of that. Half of that. Half means times 1 over 2. So it means this will multiply by what? By 2 at the end of the day. And this times 1, that's the half. Okay. We have to add, we now square. After that, is equal to, as usual, we have minus 8 over 3 at this side. We have to do the same thing. So plus minus 10 over 3, half of it. And we have to square it. So what do we have now in essence? X squared minus 10 over 3x plus, now, minus 10 over 6 squared is equal to minus 8 over 3 plus minus 10 over 6. We have to square that also. So in the actual sense, this and this can be divided. 2 can go here, 2 can also go here. So let's do that. So x squared minus 10 over 3x plus into minus 5 over 3. 2 in 10, 5. 2 in 6, 3. So this will be equal to minus 8 over 3 plus minus 5 over 3. You shouldn't forget the square, please. You shouldn't forget the what? The square. So let's go on. Now, as we are going on now, we have to take this and this. Okay? So it means we have x. Okay, you have to take this and this. So x minus 5 over 3, you now square together. Square together. Okay? Is equal to minus 8 over 3. So we can solve the square of minus 5. That's 25 over square of 3. That should be 9. Okay. So we can find the LCM of this. Find the LCM. 3 in 9, that's 3. 3 times 8. 3 times minus 8, that's minus 24. Plus 9 in 9, that's 1. 1 times 25, that's 25. We have to repeat this. Now, what do we do now? We find the square root of both sides. Okay? So x minus 5 over 3 square, we find the square root. Okay? Minus 24 plus 25, that should be 1 over 9. Once we find the square root here, we must put plus or minus. Alright? Must put plus or minus. Now, going over to there. So this cancels this. So we are left with x minus 5 over 3 is equal to plus or minus root of 1 and 9. Now root of 1 is 1, root of 9, square root of 9 is 3. So we can have x minus 5 over 3 is equal to plus or minus 1 over 3. So from there, we can have x is equal to, now this minus 5 over 3 comes to the other side. It becomes plus 5 over 3 plus or minus 1 over 3. Okay? So now, what do you now have? Finding the LCM, which is 3. Okay? It means 5 plus or minus 1. So what do you have here now? It means 5 minus 1 over 3, or x is equal to 5 plus 1 over 3. Okay? So it means our x will be 4 over 3, or our x will be equal to 6 over 3. And in the actual sense, this will be 2. So it's either our answer is this or this. So that's the answer for that. So I will advise you, since you have gotten our answer now, I will advise you to subscribe to this channel. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Try to share with your friend and family so that they can also enjoy this mathematics class. If you have any questions or you want us to solve any problem, please put it in the comment section below and I'll be glad to answer you. Thank you and God bless.